Well, there are three MPs for the Rotherham area. One is Labour's John Healey, who's represented Wentworth and Dearne since 1997. I asked him if he was ever aware of the level of child abuse being perpetrated in the town.
No, I had no idea, and the council didn't brief us on this as MPs, and the police certainly didn't talk to us about it. And as some of the recent programmes have shown, the police were a big part of the problem in those early years, and the J report emphasises that.
Extraordinary, isn't it? It was open knowledge among taxi drivers and hotel owners, but local politicians and even Labour MPs didn't know what was going on. That's what you're paid to do, isn't it?
Well, you know, I'm the Labour MP. I'm proud to be a Labour MP for Wentworth and Dearne. If I'd had an inkling or an idea of the scale and the seriousness of this, I tell you, I would not have let it rest.
But there were warnings as early as 2002 and 2003 right under the noses of local officials and indeed the police, and yet nothing was done, all under the tenure of Labour Home Secretary David Blunkett.
Well, we're all trying to understand that. The J report helps us a bit. It says that the problem was downplayed. People believed or said that they thought the problem was exaggerated. In the police, it was quite clear that they treated the victims as responsible for their own actions when these were children being raped and having illegal sex, and they just didn't treat these victims and these children as they should have done.
Do you think the Labour Council and the police orchestrated a cover-up?
No, I don't think that is the case. The J report does not say that's the case. But the J report does raise questions for some of those Labour politicians in leading positions, including those that have been suspended by the party today for investigation. And it raises serious questions of senior council management and very serious questions of the police as well, which do need to be dealt with.
Only one resignation so far, the former leader of Rotherham Council. Tell me, how can anyone have faith in the integrity of local politicians and council officials if they're unwilling to take responsibility for their actions?
Well, I think what the Labour Council leader did was take responsibility. He did so for the whole council. He did so immediately on day one. I think that was the right thing to do. But this is going to be a long haul. We've got to rebuild that sense of public confidence in the council, in politics more generally, and in the actions of the police. And that confidence is most important for the victims of child exploitation, and this sort of sex abuse is going on still in Rotherham and everywhere else in the country, as was said in the House of Commons. We've got to make sure those victims get the support and the long-term help that they're going to need in the future that they haven't had in the past.
OK, John Healey, many thanks for joining us.
Thank you.